Hey guys, I'm John P, and you asked for it, so you got it. You asked for the garage gift buying guide. Here we go. Today's episode of Geek Beat is brought to you by Lumosity. Okay, this laser is not just something to let the cats and dogs play with. It's actually a useful tool. You'll notice that I've got a dot on me. Now, let's talk about why. Yeah, I'm being targeted. Let's talk about why I've got a dot on me. It's coming from the ceiling right there, and that is a parking laser. For those of you who've never seen it before, here's what I want you to imagine. We have the garage door here. We're going to pull a car in, but we really don't want to run into the stuff in the garage. So you mount a little laser parking thing right up above it. And what we'll do is we'll pull the car in and set a point on the dash where when we get right to there, we stop. So that way you can repeat your parking spot every single time. Dirt cheap. That thing's like 15 bucks for a single one. There's also a dual parking laser. So if you have a 2-car garage, you can have one laser pointing in at both cars, set them up, and you're done.
It's like when we used to hang the tennis ball.
It's like a tennis ball. It's a modern techie geek way of doing the tennis ball, hanging off a string. Okay, let's move on. That is something that you could probably do for your wife. She would probably appreciate it. This is something you can do for the man in your life. Well, unless you're a lady who likes to be creative too. I'm not being sexist. Okay, the Lincoln Electric Power MIG Dual 180 Dual, man, it has a long name, Dave. This is the welder that we just did a complete overview on. I did a whole setup guide and everything else. For $1,000, if you ask me what I could encourage you to spend your money on this Christmas, I'd want to see you get a welder so that you can make all kinds of cool stuff. Art, tables, benches, whatever you feel like making, you can build it with this bad boy, and I highly recommend it. So, there's one other thing that you're going to need to go along with that, and it's some kind of cutting device, okay? Because if you're gonna be welding metal together, you gotta be able to chop it into little pieces. You'll see that right here on the floor, I've got a whole stack of metal that I use. There's a bunch of other crap there too, but I got metal here that we'll use for different projects. But in order for me to get this metal to the length that I need it to be, I've got to be able to cut it. And that's what this is for. This is a 2-part gift, I guess, that for yourself or someone. First of all, what we've got is a DeWalt metal cutting bandsaw. This is a variable speed bandsaw that you hold in your hands. You could mount this in a vise. You could take this by the handles here and you could cut like that. You can cut anything anywhere. It's portable. These are about $300. It will go through metal like butter. But in order to make it even easier, you can get this little conversion table from Swag Off-Road. And this table allows you to turn your portable bandsaw into a table bandsaw. And so this is a piece of 2-inch tubular steel, heavy duty stuff. But I could put it on here with my little guide and I could push right through and cut into any length that I want. So that we could do something, for example, like build this welding table. This is one of the first things I ever made. It'll be with me forever. And I will teach you guys how to do it too if you get one of these things. So 300 bucks for a metal cutting bandsaw. This kit for the table, it runs between like 100 and 150 bucks if you want everything. I got all the accessories. I got this little Ryobi guide here. I got this foot pedal that I plug this in and then I can turn it on and off by just stepping on this thing. And I love it. It's portable. Take it anywhere, do what you want to do, just like the welder. Okay, we're gonna move off of welding and cutting now. This is something everybody needs in their garage. You just need a good all-purpose knife and preferably something you could take with you if you want to go camping or do something else. So I would recommend a good old USMC K-bar. This is the United States Marine Corps' fighting knife. It has a leather handle. It has a a hardened steel blade that's made out of 1095 steel. It's just good old beat it up knife, cut open boxes, do what you want. But it comes with a really, really crappy sheath. So you want to get you one of these little Kydex kind of, it's a plastic type sheath. You can wear it on your belt. It has straps to strap to your leg. And when you put the knife in, it snaps in nice and secure, so you never have to worry about it. The knife itself is about $65. It will last literally forever. You'll pass this thing down to your kids and grandkids, and so will the sheath pretty much. Okay, here's something we don't think of that often. Shop rags. Now, a lot of times you need to clean something off. Dave, you know, your screen is a little bit, there we go. Okay, what we got was a big, old, huge container full of these black microfiber cloths, okay? Now, what's cool about it is I bought a package of 40 of these. This is just a few, not all of them. 40 of these for like 40 bucks on Amazon. We'll have the links below. But these things are good in the garage, cleaning your car, cleaning windows, cameras, anything. So get a stack, leave a bunch of them in the garage. Since they're black, you can get them all dirty and wash them in the washing machine. They come back out, they look good, you don't have to worry about it. So I really love these, I recommend them. Do that. Okay, we're gonna take a look at some other stuff surrounding this television here, but before we do, let's take a quick break for our sponsor. Hey, you know what? Since you're gonna be buying that welder, you're gonna need to learn how to use it for Christmas. And if you're gonna learn how to use it, you might as well make sure your brain is ready for all of that learning. So that's where Lumosity comes in. Head on over to lumosity.com/GeekBeat and set up your free account. Lumosity is awesome for training your brain. So let's say you would like to have some improved memory or some little quicker, faster response time when somebody, you know, whips out an insult at you like Callie likes to fling at me. She's standing right over there watching me, by the way.
It's not /.
Yes, it is /. It's / with a chopping motion. Lumosity.com/GeekBeat. Anyway, Lumosity has all kinds of fun games that are really honestly fun, but they were engineered by actual scientists to make you smarter. So go check it out. Let me know what you think. Tweet me at John Pose after you get your account set up at lumosity.com/GeekBeat.
If it makes you so smarter, can you spend more time on it?
All right, no man cave is complete without a TV. You guys knew I was gonna put one in here, and I did. That's the first one. Maybe we'll add a few more. I don't know. You can never have too many TVs in your man cave. But when I was opting for the TV, one thing I was a little worried about, because there's gonna be sparks and all kinds of crazy stuff going on in here. I didn't want to buy like the most expensive TV you could get, but I still wanted something decent. So what I opted for, and usually we cover the name tags on all these things because, you know, no free advertising here. But this is actually a little Hisense TV. We paid $388 on sale for it. It's a 40-inch TV and it's 1080p and it does a great job. One cool thing about it is it has USB ports, it has MHL built into it, so that makes it perfect for adding a little Chromecast dongle. Those things run 35 bucks and they're great because you can project your YouTube or anything you're doing on the web. And indeed, when we did the Lincoln Electric Welder review, we saw the GeekBeat logo up there, and that was because we were using the Chromecast to put it on there. Now, we've got it hanging, you know, between all these shelves here, and we accomplished that with a really nice little inexpensive TV wall mount. Here you go. I mean, a ceiling mount, not wall mount. Usually you see things mounted on the wall, but that wouldn't work here because it needs to be pointing out from the corner. So if you've got a garage that could accommodate something in the corner, here's how you do it. This mount, it's a pole mount. It was only like $45, I think, and it's very secure. You'll notice up at the top, it's got a little play so that it can be, even if the ceiling was angled, it can still be coming down straight, or if you have a flat ceiling, it comes down straight. And there are adjustment points here with these bars where you can raise and lower it. You can change the angle with the TV mount here. So it's all good. I really, really like that mount. It's very secure. It will hold a much bigger TV than this. So it's a good thing. Now, one other thing that I'd like to point out is what we're watching right now, and you can't see because you're watching me in 720p, but that is full 1080p, not because of cable, because we're using over-the-air broadcast with an antenna. And several of you have asked me, how did we cut the cable? So I'm going to show you the exact antenna that we used, and maybe this year for the holidays, you can have your family start saving a few $100 a month by getting rid of cable and still getting 60 plus channels on your over-the-air HD. Come on, let's go see it. Okay, we're up in the attic. Welcome. One thing I like about these flat roofed houses is I can basically stand up in here as long as I don't hit my forehead on this sucker. Okay, so let's take a look at how we're accomplishing this task of getting rid of the cable company. First of all, if you have cable and you've been paying for it for a while and you have your house wired for it, you will have something that looks kind of like this. This is a distribution block that goes to all the rooms of our house where there's cable, okay? So what we've got, and I know this looks silly, but we have this little sign hanging here that says internet. I put that there because sometimes there are people messing around up here, not me, and I don't want them to be confused. This sign that says internet is really the feed that comes from Time Warner, our cable company. So this would normally be both internet and television for you, but if you wanted to cut off at least the TV and just have internet, here's how you do it. We're going to take that cable, and that needs to stay in place, but what used to happen is the cable came in and it gets split, and part of it goes to an amplifier that goes into the distribution block, and that goes to the televisions, and part of it just goes straight down this cable into the office, and that is internet. So it's split off, half of it goes into a TV block, half goes to the internet. Now, what we did was, I got this antenna. You'll be like, I can't believe that that works, but there's two pieces here. First of all, there's a little pole that the antenna is clamped to. It just is screwed onto this bar, this piece of wood, and the bar comes down, and then there's the antenna right here. The antenna was like under $100. The bar was about 20. So you got a one-time purchase there. Now, from here, we've got a coax cable that just kind of comes up, and it goes into an amplifier. This was one thing that I found I needed. Even though that antenna is theoretically amplified, I had to get this cheap little amplifier from Walmart. It's a GE amp. It was like $20. This comes in from the antenna, the white one, and the output here goes out back into this. This is where the input came in for all the cable TV stuff. So really, all you have to do is find the place where the cable was coming in, which was this one, and disconnect it and connect your antenna into there. And then guess what happens? Bang! Every TV in our house, 63 channels of digital quality television right here in Dallas. So there's a website you can check. We'll have it in the show notes. It'll tell you how many stations you can expect to achieve. But this would be one really great gift on anyone's holiday list for the whole family. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be back with more stuff, normal coverage of Geek Beat resuming after all these holiday specials. So stay tuned. YouTube.com/GeekBeatTV and GeekBeat.tv. Thumbs up, and we'll see you later. Now I gotta adjust this little thing here.